Well, Coach, the seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Chicago Bears. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now Trubisky on first down. And he will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. From midfield now, here's Trubisky. That's complete to Robinson. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Trubisky to throw. The 20. Robinson's got it. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Allen Robinson, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On first down, Swift. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Mike 3. Combo. Hey. It's on field.
Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Easy.
Now a give right side. Swift. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
53, ready? Bravo. Watch the slats. Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
From the 44, Stafford. And he finds Danny Amendola. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Hey. Alert! 57. In your face. 57 to Mike. 50.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Play action. Stafford. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great. And they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum right there.
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Now Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
11 yards there and a Lion first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
60. So we got man. Hey, take it. Mike, 50. Libra. Check.
Hey, seam 6.
50. Hey, we heavy on the edges. Mike, bring it on.
From the red zone now, Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 11 yards there, just like last play. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up. Golden opportunity, strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field. All right, this is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football, his accuracy on this drive, you might want to think about a pass play in this situation.
Interesting. Time to find out.
Let's get off the field, D. Check nickel.
Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. This secondary, Charles, much maligned during the week. They didn't have their best game in the loss last week, but a nice play there.
Yeah, and I just know what they went through last week. I mean, ever since that time, their pride was hurt. They kept getting reminded of it in the local media, had to watch it on tape, and you know the coaches just got after them. They came in ready to play.
Stay 50, stay 50. It's a party now. It's a party now. Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. You.
On third down, Swift. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to make it fourth down. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Alert.
They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Watch number 29.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. They go play action with Trubisky. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And the Bears first down.
Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
Alert. Hey, Alpha.
Here's Trubisky. And Thomas has it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Chicago.
180. Alert.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
That's it, baby.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Alert.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Trubisky and the troops staying out there. They will go for it. They're going on 4th down. It's Trubisky. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Lions will take over. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
Hey, Mike. Double right. 50. Here we go. Hey.
Now a first down throw. Stafford throwing deep for Galladay. And that is intercepted by the all-pro safety, Eddie Jackson.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Lock in. Watch the ship.
They'll run on first down. It's Cohen. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here we go.
Trubisky now off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. That is caught by Cohen. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play, obviously. Instead, he hit a safety valve.
It looked like two well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in his sight line, tried to open themselves up. Just nowhere to go where they could gain yardage. How about the defensive guys, though? Did not lose leverage and kept their poise and made a really nice play.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. David Montgomery, his 6th touchdown of the season as the Bears push further out in front. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10.
Big 20. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Hey, Delta. 50.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Easy. Zero. 50. Watch the run. Mike 50. Hey, Wahoo. Come on, boy. You
back to throw. Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Hey, give me radar. Mike 50, Mike 50. Let's go. 50's the Mike. 50's the Mike. Hey, box drop. Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50. Mike.
Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Khalil Mack.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Hey, switch gears.
Trubisky gives to Cohen. The tackle made there by Jared Davis.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Pull it together. Alert.
On 2nd and 7, Trubisky. He finds Robinson. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down.
A gain of 18 on the play.
So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Trubisky now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Cohen running right. That one 28 yards on the ground.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Montgomery, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Nigel Bradham brings him down.
That's it, baby. That's it. That's it.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Mike 50, Mike 50. 6 man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. 21. Mike 50, Mike 50.
From the 29, Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
250. Like 7.
On first down, it's Stafford. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. 19 on the last play, 19 more here at another first down.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. On first down, Swift. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
40 got.
Stafford now to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Mike's 50, Mike. Middle. Go Mike 50, Mike 50.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Tight right. 3 down. Hey. 3 down. Check. Crunch. Kill.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And they'll get him down right around the 16. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
He's not going to get me. Hey. Banjo. Mike 50. Easy alert. Watch. Hey, orbit. It's south, baby. That's baby south. Mike 50. Hey, tight. Hey, 5-0. Mike 50. Let's go. Mike 50. Get on.
Stafford. And he has his receiver. That's Jones. Lions touchdown. Marvin Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try to add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Defense, keep it up, guys. Lock in. Hey, let go.
Now Trubisky. Thomas has got it, complete. And he's going to be ripped down by the face mask at the end of this, and that's going to add 15 more onto the end of this thing. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Hey, 18. 50's the mark. 50's the mark. Watch the pass.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Cordero Patterson, as the first half is winding down, as the Bears push further out in front.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A running play on 1st down will get 4 up to the 29. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. This is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check Mike 50. Monday. 50. That's right, baby. They don't go. 50. Mike's 50. What we got?
Now it's Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation.
Hey, Red! Hey, we got Mike 50.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Stafford will stay out there. He'll lead his guys up to go for it on 4th down. So they will go for it. Stafford. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Robert Quinn. And my goodness, that means this next drive will begin 4 yards from the end zone already. Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
at the 4-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. They try again with Montgomery. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. David Montgomery taking it in as the Bears push further out in front. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Get that quarterback. 11. Hey. 50 the mic. 50 the mic.
Here's Stafford. He completes it to Jones. 11 yards there and a Lion 1st down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Stafford now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10.
Check 22. Smooth. 50, Mark 50.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nigel Bradham flying in and laying the lumber defensively.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
We ain't giving up nothing today. Hey, 22. It's just
Another try after the 1st down sack. Stafford looking left sideline. It's complete. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's a quick throw complete to Galladay. Past the 20. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass. 48 yards.
First down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They come out here in the eye. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. Prater on to add the extra point. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
They try again with Cohen. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And some room to work. And all the way down to the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Hey, watch the lane. Hey, check. Hey, zoom. 50. Let's go.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
Hey, easy. I'm coming after you. Let's go, Mike 50. White. Mike 50. You go, night. Don't go, night. Hey, Mike 50, Mike 50. Mike 50. You ain't got nothing. Hey, exit. Hey, Mike. Come on, Omaha, ready to move. Come on. You ready, hot? Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a flippity hot.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
A gain of 6.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Mike's 50. Crunch time, defense. Hey, no, look, we got Mike 50, huh?
To throw is Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And now look at this, big gain, but a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Result of the play, 1st down and 10.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Hey, number 20! Watch the block! Zebra! Watch the block! Motion! Block! He's crashing! He's trapped! Mike 50! Man, I got you!
On 1st down, Stafford here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Robert Quinn in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. After the sack on 1st down, Stafford is going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Hey. High 7.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is intercepted by the All-Pro safety, Eddie Jackson. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now a run with Montgomery. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. 1st down, here's the run with Montgomery. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
That's what I'm talking about.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Under 6-6, bullet high. Check. He's checking. Crash. Check 24. Switch.
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. He'll get the first down and more and send him to 20. Touchdown, Chicago!
Touchdown!
Tariq Cohen, his 6th touchdown of the season as his guys continue to pour it on. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
Keep playing.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Mike's 50.
I want that.
32.
Give me that ball. Get it hot.
To throw again, Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Khalil Mack in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation.
Mike's 50.
Alert! Don't let him breathe. Play that tight D.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Hey, 54. Mike 50. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field.
Lions go for it on 4th. It's Stafford. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the 10-yard line. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Montgomery on the counter. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And he just tied the NFL record on that 5th rushing touchdown. He's the 6th man ever to do that in a single game.
And, partner, did you just say that he tied an NFL record there?
Yes, sir.
I mean, we're talking 5 touchdowns on the ground against an NFL-caliber defense.
Is that good?
I'd say that's fantastic. What a game for him.
It really is something. We are watching quite the effort. Now, after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Hey. White.
They'll run on 1st down. Swift. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Get the ball. Hey. Tight left. 3 down. Let's go, Mike.
From the 38, Stafford. Jones has it. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 33.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Watch the run. Hey, easy. 32.
From the gun, Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Ten. Danny.
Now Stafford. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeout. That'll leave him with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation.
40 got. Let's go. Come on, man.
Throwing is Stafford. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.